Now we are going to visit the elimination method, a method that you can use for solving two equations in two unknowns. So in here I could still use substitution method, but elimination will be easier here. So what we would do is that we will eliminate one of these two variables, x or y. So let's focus on x here. So here I have 3x and here I have 2x, right? Okay. So if I could do this, that if I could have the same coefficient for x with opposite signs, then I could eliminate it. But in here, the signs are not opposite. All right, they're the same signs. So what we would do for that is, first of all, we have to do this, that have the same coefficients for x on both the sides. All right, so we will target how to get the lowest common multiple with the negative signs. Okay, so here what I'm going to suggest is that we multiply the top equation by who? -2, and the bottom equation by 3, and then proceed with the elimination. Okay, so here multiplying the top equation by -2 will yield this for us. Okay, and which will ultimately give us what? It will give us, excuse me, it will give us this after we perform the operation. Okay, so let's keep it here for our future calculations, right? So what has happened here is that this equation here, by multiplication by -2, has transformed to -6x minus 4y minus 2. All right, and what we are going to do here is that we are going to multiply this equation by 3. Okay, so when we do that, what are we going to get? We are going to get this, because all we are doing is putting, just multiplying all these steps by 3, and then what is that going to result in? That's going to result in this equation, because notice 3 times 2 is 6, and then 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times -1 is -3. So put them together here. Now you can see that we are ready to do what? Eliminate one of the two variables, because what will happen is, if we add these two equations, okay, then these are going to cancel. All right, and then these two combined are going to give us just one equation in one unknown. So okay, so if we add these two, so as I said before, we will have one equation in one unknown, namely 5y equals how much? -5, which of course will give us y equals -1. Now when we have y equals -1, to determine x, we can substitute this value in any of the two original equations. Okay, so let's take the first one that we had, that is, bring it down, and then, or just right, we had saved it before. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write y equals -1 in here to get, what will we get if we put y equals -1? We will get simply this equation, that is 3x plus 2 times -1 equals 1, and if we open the parentheses, then positive times negative is negative, so we get that. And then if we add 2 to both the sides, which you are quite used to now, okay, then what we are going to get? We are going to get 3x equals 2 plus 1, okay, and then that gives us 3x equals 3, okay, and 3x equals 3 is going to give us what? 3x equals 3 is going to give us x equals 1 as our solution for x. Okay, so what are our solutions then? X equals 1 and y equals -1. And of course, after obtaining the solutions, it will be a good idea to make sure that we check our solutions by substituting the values of x and y and then verifying the equality. I mean, we can do that just by expanding it, but I am doing it in a slightly lazy way. Okay, so both the so our solution satisfies both the equations, so we did our calculation correctly. All right.